All right, here we go. Hey, everybody, welcome back. Brian Haugli with CISO Life, brought to you by Side Channel. Find me anywhere down around on Twitter, and obviously you're on LinkedIn. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great New Year's. Obviously, a lot of exciting things going on for everyone. Seeing all those great jobs everyone's landing. That's awesome. Congratulations, everybody. You're obviously putting in a lot of hard work, and managers are coming through on hiring. So if you're in the cyber field, congratulations if this is your first foray into it. And also condolences. Welcome to what we call the suck. I'm kidding. You'll enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. But, keep learning, keep pushing. I had a really great conversation today with mayor of a local city. Very excited. Side Channel is opening up a office, or headquarters, now in Worcester, Massachusetts. And just did a little TV thing with the Chamber of Commerce from the great Worcester Chamber of Commerce. And got me thinking about, why are people, interested in cybersecurity? Why should they be looking at cybersecurity as an operational risk? And it's, the discussion that we had, centered on, well, what do you do? And why are you doing this? And why should you care? There's a lot of, there's a ton of reasons why, I guess we're out of bitrate size for a lot of folks, but whatever. Cyber is an operation. So, what do you hone in on that you're actually, going to follow this? And if you're a customer or a client, you're a company, let's figure out why should you think about cybersecurity as a risk. What is it that you need to hone in on? Well, first and foremost, a lot of customers that we talk to, a lot of clients, it's the value that they're going to lose because there's revenue tied to a customer that they have. They have their customers, right? And their customers are paying them money. Well, don't you want to protect this, right? That's one, all right? I think a lot of people just kind of like overlooked that. It's like, oh, well, no, who are your key customers? How much revenue is being driven? Are they reliant on you for something? You're providing a service, some type of application, system, anything. What is it? Look at what you need to be able to produce that to those customers and figure out, are you protecting that? Because if something were to happen and you have an incident, could that disrupt this revenue stream for you? Well, operational risk, right? Enterprise level risk stuff. Another one that we talk a lot about is regulation. All of me knows that I'm terrible at writing. Funny for a guy who has a whiteboard. Regulation is a big piece. Do you not want to, try to look good in orange? Do you not want to have fines? Do you just want to play ball and follow regulatory requirements, legal requirements have for you and your organization? Probably want to. And you need to be looking at, well, what are those requirements? So regulations on the one, okay? Plain and simple, I think these two biggest drivers, right? But then also just your own reputation, your own brand. Okay, brand damage can happen, reputation damage can happen. Now, this is associated with customers, but think more about protecting customers as current customers. Okay, think about protecting brand and reputation as future customers. Okay. If you get a bad name in the industry or you're looked at as not a safe bet or a safe risk, you're going to have a harder time overcoming that hump, right? Overcoming that obstacle to be able to land future customers. Okay. Because it's going to be associated with you that you have a reputational risk. Okay. Now you can overcome that by, doing some things to restore faith in your customer and future customer base. Equifax is a great example. Okay, one of the 3 credit unions that existed Equifax had a massive breach, right? And they didn't just say, okay, well, we're just going to continue to do what we're doing. We're going to just mend relationships, right? They hired a superstar style CISO, right, to come in, a name, to bring things in, and he's doing some great things. I don't know the intricacies of it, but there seems to be faith restored in Equifax as a credit bureau, right? A credit bureau. So you'd have to take some type of action like that, right? Well, that's very reactive, right? Having a current customer impact and trying to mend that relationship, that's very reactive, right? Not staying ahead of regulations, that's very reactive, right? You have an opportunity to look at what you're doing today and saying, look, if I recognize that cyber is an operational risk out of the gate, I can become proactive in addressing these areas here. And, it's going to cost you less. Let's go back to left of boom. Okay. This can be a variety of things that settle into what is boom. But the reality is it costs less money the farther you start doing things left than if you did something on the other side. Right? Okay. So being proactive, right, before bad things happen, that goes with anything. Go with building a house, go with looking at your own insurance. That could be, just getting a new client. It doesn't have to be cybersecurity, but that's why this concept I think should resound pretty well with folks. Thinking about this stuff farther left before it happens should cost you significantly less money than thinking and having to deal with it afterward. So here, let's accept that cyber is an operational risk. And now let's look at a few areas of why would cyber be an operational risk to me? Where could that have an impact? What is my motivation, right? Think about actors in, what's your motivation for this scene? Your motivation as a company, could be one of these three things. There are others, but I will tell you, when I talk to clients and prospective clients, a majority of them settle into these three things. The fourth one is the board is asking about it, leadership is asking about it. But I would couple that very close to regulation and brand because, regulation is outside entity telling you need to be doing these things to keep, staying in this sector and working, right? Kind of like a board or executive, like we need to be doing these things. These are the new laws, the new rules, if you will. Regulation could just be new rules. And along with brand and reputation damage, right? Like that concept and the board and those guys and girls and leadership, whoever's telling the CISO, telling the organization as a whole, we need to address cyber. It could fit into any one of these. Okay, so I don't feel like it's its own. But let's, we'll do a Bob Ross. We'll just put a happy little tree over here, and we'll say, board, say, okay, the C-suite. Regulation, current customers, future customers. Okay, cybersecurity has an ability now within kind of the new CISO paradigm to lead and help maintain these things with customers. This is the business. Everyone's talking about you need to be able to speak to the business. You need to speak to the business. That's great. That's internally, you need to be able to help and work the business. What you need to do is be part of the business. You need to, with current customers, we need to make sure that they are happy and comfortable. You need to stay on top of what their new needs are. With future customers, you need to be able to remove aspects and roads, blockers, and whatever from the sales cycle. Okay, that's where security can now help and be the business while also keeping regulations in check, keeping the board informed, and obviously trying to stay as far left of boom as possible. Well, that was a lot of information for a New Year's. I don't even know how long, but hopefully this was fun. We'll record this and come back out edited version later on YouTube, obviously on LinkedIn. Somebody's back to wearing suits. I don't know. Hopefully everybody's doing well out there, right? Stay safe, take care of each other, be good. Hit me up with some questions. Drop some comments down below. Sorry I can't dialogue with anybody if you're hitting me up online right now. Apologies on that. I can't see the comments. I didn't set up my setup today for that. I just kind of had some ideas. I want to get this out. But yeah, Brian Haugli with Side Channel. Back to the CISO life, everyone. Everybody's doing good. See you around. Subscribe down below. YouTube. Follow me on LinkedIn. I'm gonna stop looking at Twitter. That place is a cesspool. So not gonna see me on there much anymore. Losing out. All right, guys and girls. Be good. Talk to you later.